So I picked up another piece of junk to work on. This time I was kind of talked into it by Tatum, my 11-year-old. You can see here, I'm pulling it right now. It's a 1991 Sport Cruiser, AKA Super Chicken. They're pretty popular. A lot of people are looking for them because they're rare. And so this was a good find. It was an old lady that had it sitting in her field and she was just looking to get rid of it. So I got it for really cheap. Tatum was the one who saw it online, and so he was all excited about it, and he wants to be part of it. He wants to pitch in. So he talked me into this. He and I are going to work on this together. I'm going to try to make him do a lot of the labor. So stay tuned. I'm about to pull into the house here in a minute. I'm sure Tatum is watching for me. He had to be at school today, so he wasn't able to come with me to get the Super Chicken. But so I'm about to pull up, and I'm sure he's going to be excited, but this thing is in really bad shape. So it's going to take a lot of work. It'll be funny to see how he reacts when he sees it. Here he comes, coming out to look at it. See what he says. Look at it, dude.
No. Well, look. This one actually has good handles.
Yeah, no. They're like handles from like Home Depot.
Yeah, why can't we?
They're not jet ski handles. Look, what do you think? It's in pretty rough shape.
It looks pretty good.
You think?
I mean, for how it was.
For how cheap it was. So we'll get to work on it. See how it goes. Tatum sanding away, trying to sand down these spots. How's it looking?
It's rough, way rough.
Yeah. And they look better. We just got to patch them a little bit. So here's what the nose looks like. I pulled off the end piece. I mean, I knew it was cracked up. I knew it was smashed. So, but yeah, it's really bad. But I've seen worse. If you watch my video on restoring the 650, it was worse actually, so it won't be a big deal. Got the nose all prepped, ready to put fiberglass on it. Pretty much rebuilding the whole nose. Put a strip across here, strip across the front here, one underneath, and then one against the inside. So yeah, pretty much building the whole thing, but it'll be stronger than it was for sure. So I'm using this stuff, total boat for the fiberglass, 5 parts to 1 part, mix the two together. And yeah, put it on the pieces of fiberglass and put it on. Okay, I got it all fiberglassed. Now I just gotta cut them and sand them down and make them look nice. Not perfect, it'll need some filler and some touch up, but that's a good start. Built the structure of it. Looks pretty good, really strong. So I got the new seat cover in, but you can see this is the old seat. I gotta take this old cover off. You can see that it's missing some foam here. So I'm gonna have to try to fill in some foam. Okay, so I got the replacement piece of foam glued on. I used this stuff, this 3M Super 77. It's supposed to be for foam. So it worked good. And then I got the cover here. Ordered it from a place called Sleepy Hollow Upholstery. They gave some good instructions on how to put it all together. Apparently I'm supposed to cut a slit, put this up, cut a slit from here to here through the foam, and then the cover will staple to here, and then insert it through that hole in the foam, or that slit, and then staple it all down. I think that's to keep it tight right here against the edge. So that's the next thing I'm gonna do. Then it says to get a Sharpie and go through that slit and mark the plastic on the other side. So now it says to staple along this line to that line within the shell. You can see this is the cover. And then that'll feed through this slit here. And so that'll secure the inside of this edge in the middle. Well, like the instructions said to do, cut it up through that crack that I cut earlier. I guess this is what it looks like after, and then just stretch it and staple it down. Got the new Hydro Turf kit in. Got the custom cut kit. It's got the backer on it already to stick it right on. So I'll put that on after I paint it. We still got to do a bunch of sanding and get the painting done. But in the meantime, I'm still working on the seat, trying to get it done and putting the trim on right now. And then I'll cut this off, this extra. But I'm trying to work my way around and staple it in. Having to use these screws so that I can get the staple gun in there. But it's turning out pretty good. Okay, finally got it all sanded, patched, everything done as far as the bodywork goes. Took forever, but got it all done. I'm gonna start painting. Others have suggested an enamel like this. People who have painted their chickens before, you know, kind of a similar project. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Okay, I've got the first coat on. I had to be super careful. It was running really easily. So I had to do a really light coat. So I think it's gonna take a little longer. I'll have to do more coats than I initially thought I'd have to, but I wanna make sure it doesn't run, make sure it looks good. So I'm gonna have to kind of go easy on it. So I got all the painting on the body done. A lot of coats and a lot of wet sanding, but it's looking good. Now I am working on painting these parts. Get all of these painted. I'm gonna paint them white like the rest and then add some decals. All right, it's time to do the new mats. I've got the Hydro Turf, pink Hydro Turf that I bought online, and got the areas all cleaned up really good, so it sticks really good, and I just need to put it on. All right, there we go. Looks pretty good. All right, well, I'm starting to get into the decals here. And I'm gonna start with these ones on the end of the chicken. And then I'll start going from there.